You've seen Doctor Who, yeah?
Of course I've seen Doctor Who.
See, Doctor Who's been played by 8 different actors, but the audience completely accepts the fact, right, that it's the same character, because when he dies, he goes and pulls this regeneration caper. Like, he'll do something like fall off the top of a giant satellite dish, and voila, he goes straight from being Tom Baker to Peter Davison, and you go, fair enough, you accept it. It makes complete sense, because he's a Time Lord.
Double 3.
Yeah?
That's 3 doubles in a row, so I'm in jail again. Okay, Baz, your turn.
But James Bond, right? He's been played by 5 different actors, and there's never any explanation as to why every couple of movies he looks completely different, and to be honest, it annoys the living hell out of me.
Okay, I've landed on Old Kent Road. Does anyone know now?
Yeah, I do. You owe me $17.
Shit, that's no bad good thing.
But you see what I mean, don't you? Like James Bond, one film is Timothy Dalton, the next is Pierce Brosnan, and you just go, guys, I think I see a bit of a continuity error here. Hey, does anyone own Fenchurch Station?
No, mate. No one ever owns Fenchurch Station. Josh, your turn, and you're in jail. Did you want to pay to get out?
I'm going to try and roll doubles. Double 3 and I'm out. Thanks.
Alrighty. And chance. Right, you have been elected chairman of the committee. Pay each player $50. Which screwed up committee? Elect me chairman here.
But you know what I'm talking about, don't you? Like, how hard would it be to put some reason in there as to why every couple of films James Bond looks completely different? How bloody hard? I'm on the electric company. All I'm doing is landing on shitty stations and utilities.
Okay, Josh, take it away.
Great. Double 3.
They need some
Double
reason.
3.
Yeah, some reason.
Double 3 and I'm in jail again.
Alrighty. Okay, here we go. And... right.
Doesn't anyone think it's like a bit odd that every time I roll the dice, it's a double 3?
Yeah, well, it's got to come up with some numbers, doesn't it?
Yeah, it might as well be a double 3. Yeah?
Yeah, but a double 3 every time. I mean, look, watch. See?
Yeah, alright, I mean, it's a neat trick, you know, but it's not like you're rolling a double 6 every time.
Oh, imagine if every time you roll the dice was a double 6.
I mean, you'd clean up at the casinos.
But double 3, where does it get you?
It gets you in jail a lot in Monopoly, which is why you're losing so badly, loser.
Oh, yeah.
So you're saying that they should make James Bond a Time Lord?
No, I'm not saying that, but they definitely do need something.
I am very hungry. Do we want to get some, eh?
Yeah, let's go.
Doesn't it annoy you? Come on, it must annoy you.
To be honest, man, I don't even think about it.
You don't think about it?
No, I just accept that the character's the same and it's been played by different actors. It's just a suspension of disbelief.
Oh, it's a pretty big friggin' suspension of disbelief. I mean, one moment he looks like Sean Connery, and the next he's Roger Moore, and you just go, hello, didn't you used to be Scottish?
Yeah, but wasn't he George Lazenby in between those?
Hey, you're right. Yeah, he was Sean Connery in You Only Live Twice.
Yeah, and then it was George Lazenby in On Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yeah, then he was Roger Moore in... Shit, what was Roger Moore's first film as
For
James
Your Eyes
Bond?
Only?
No, I don't think so.
View to a Kill.
That was his last one.
Hey guys, check this out. It's a 20-cent piece from 1977 with a small dint above the Queen's head, huh?
And this should interest us. Why?
Well, I first got this coin 10 years ago, and since then, no matter how many times I try and give it away, always comes back to me. Like, for instance, I'll give it to a busker, a week later, comes back to me in a vending machine. I mean, just a few days ago, I used this in a payphone, and the guy at the service station just gave it back to me as change. I mean, don't you think that's a bit odd?
Well, yes, maybe. If it was definitely the same coin.
But it's a 20-cent piece from 1977 with a small dint above the Queen's head.
Yeah, but how many 1977 20-cent pieces have a small dint above the Queen's head?
There's probably hundreds, man.
I'd say thousands.
Possibly millions.
Look, maybe it's 1977, there's a lot of anti-monarchy sentiment around. Possibly large groups of Australians and Australasians have grabbed this 20-cent piece and various others like it and gone, the Queen, and can't abide to let it go without putting it in a dent with an axe in her head.
Yeah, you see, Joshua, these things can be rationally explained.
I suppose so.
Live and let die.
All right, so how would you do it?
Well, here's what they should do, right? James Bond, right? He's a spy. So every now and then, they should give him plastic surgery. I mean, like, because eventually, like, all the bad guys will know him, wouldn't they? I mean, he's been in 17 movies, for crying out loud. How easy is it going to be for him to walk into a casino, play a hand of poker with the main villain, maybe quickly pick up a chick, if he's well known in the criminal world for defeating every single megalomaniac who's ever come along?
Well, yeah, they'd say, hey, isn't that James Bond?
Yeah.
Didn't he throw my boss off a helicopter into a large industrial chimney stack just last week?
But if he was routinely given plastic surgery, it would fix that.
All right. So you can have something like they have in maybe in Face Off, where they like cut off one face and then give him another one.
Oh, great idea. So they do something like they take off Timothy Dalton's face and they replace it with Pierce Brosnan's.
Yeah.
Oh, good thinking, man. Then you could go straight from watching License to Kill to GoldenEye and it'd be totally seamless.
Hey guys, look, check this out. For the last 10 minutes while we have just been driving along, I've been writing down the first letter of every license plate that has driven past, and it's formed a sentence. I mean, listen to this. Have you washed those glasses? The Hannibal's owner Whitley Cruisemaster that was built in 1997. Have you finished with this? I mean, isn't that incredible?
Well, it would be if it made any sense.
Yeah. Have you washed those glasses? The Hannibal's owner Whitley Cruisemaster built in 1997. Have you finished with this? I mean, what does it mean?
Don't get us wrong, man. Like, if it actually meant something, it'd be quite interesting.
But it doesn't.
No, I guess not.
Or maybe James Bond could regularly get acid thrown in his face.
No, man, no.
Look, all I'm saying is how difficult would it be in the script, right, that Roger Moore gets acid thrown in his face, right, leaving him with this, like, half skeletal, scarred up head, right, and when they fix him up, he looks like Timothy Dalton.
It's wrong. It flies against everything that is Bond. It flies in the face of everything that is Bond. James Bond is girls and guns and villains and gadgets. I mean, it's not about a secret agent who periodically gets like horrendous face injuries every time, coincidentally, that the star's contract is up. It's just...
I'm just off to the loo.
No, man, it'd work. Seriously, it would.
No. Bond would have a button. It'd be given to him by Q. He'd bring him in and say, "Pay attention, 007. This button, when pressed, will release an umbrella that will stop your face from getting sealed off by acid. Don't touch that, please."
There you go.
Thank you very much.
Well, maybe they could have, like, a different explanation every movie. Like, you know, one film he gets, like, acid thrown in his face, like the next it's, like, cut off by a laser.
I need some sauce.
Can I put the TV on?
Sure.
What about the George Lazenby era? Sean Connery gets his face burnt off by acid, becomes George Lazenby, has one adventure, and then he gets his face cut off by lasers.
007 was going through an extremely rough patch.
What? Look, I'll be...
It was a very bad week for acid and lasers.
Have you washed those glasses?
The Hannibal's own a Whitley Cruisemaster that was built in 1997.
Are you finished with this?
Have you seen Die Another Day?
No.
So what I miss?